Hey garden friends, check out this pretty butterfly. It is hanging out in our vegetable garden. Let's see if I can get a view of, oops, I startled it. Darn. Sorry butterfly. Yeah, ooh, you came back. I'm not too terribly scary, I guess, if you came back. Where'd you go? So as I walked in, there was the butterfly there and there was a hummingbird too. I don't see the hummingbird anymore. It was just right over here. I don't see it. So let's check out our main garden. We have, here's our beautiful monarch host plant, the milkweed. It is busy making seeds for more milkweed right here. Let's see. There's one of the seed pods. Look at it. It's broken open. So it looks like milkweed is one of those seeds that travels by wind, right? It's got that the white fluffy stuff. Oh, look, there went one. Yay, milkweed. Okay, so here's these are like our pumpkin vines. We just harvested the pumpkins that have been growing for the farmer's market. Let's see, and there's our marigolds and some more of the squash and pumpkin vines. And we get back here to our beans. We've got some of our beans that are going to just stay on the vine. And we'll harvest them when their pods get completely dried out for dried beans. Here's our herbs, our California fuchsia, and the rosemary, and the lavender. And there's some more beans. We have a couple of pea plants, but they aren't thriving the way the beans are. So here's, oh, I just saw a lizard. I wonder if I can get him on camera. He's really well camouflaged. He just ran into the beans over here, but he's brown. If I can get closer without making too much noise. Hopefully you can see him right in there. He's taken off. Hey, little lizard. So that's the second lizard. I haven't even been here 5 minutes, and that's the second lizard I've seen. So we've done a really fantastic job creating a great habitat for some of our targeted animals. That's so exciting. And I'm not even in the habitat garden right now. I'm in the vegetable garden. But it provides great habitat for our lizard friends. Ooh, I can hear the hummingbird. I don't see him now. I hear a different type of bird. And there's an airplane. You can probably hear that, right? So here's where our cherry tomatoes are. This is our fun. I think this one's called the chocolate cherry tomato. So it's sort of a brownish red in color. They don't have a whole lot ready to harvest in there because I did just harvest a bunch for the farmer's market on Friday. So let's see what else we have. Ooh, here's our pretty pink cosmos. Oh, there's a pollinator on this cosmo. Hello, pollinator. That is a little bee. Hi, Mr. Bee. Thanks for pollinating for us. Awesome. Let's see. So it looks like we've got, I don't know if these are cauliflower or broccoli. I'll have to double check with Mr. Michael right here. Our eggplant is kind of done, but it looks like the eggplant flower is really pretty. I'm going to get over here. Looks like it's going to try and make another eggplant for us. So if that gets pollinated, we might get another eggplant. There's our strawberry bed, and I think the strawberries might be a little confused as to the weather because it's still really nice and warm, so they're still trying to produce. Look at all these blooms on our strawberries. That's so fun. Ooh, and there's one right down there. That looks delicious. Hello, pollinator. Let's see, here's our beets and our kale. Look how much kale we still have. I harvested so much kale for the farmer's market, and there's still tons of it here. There's our zinnias. Here's some broccoli. A lot of our broccoli has gone to seed. Here's some we could still harvest a little bit off of there. Here's another tomato plant. This looks to me like what we just call a slicing tomato. So you can just eat it by itself. You could slice it up and put it in a salad. Here's another pollinator right here. So that looks like a skipper, which is a name for a group of small butterflies. It's right there. It's on that yellow flower now. That's the calendula. Let's see. Here's our herbs. So in our grow bags here, we've got basil. We've got a purple basil surrounded by some green basils. And then we have parsley. And then in this one over here, we have cilantro. So if you happen to come with your family to help water the garden and you want to taste one of those herbs, they're all edible. You can just pick off a little leaf like this to taste it. And let me know what you think. Okay. Oh, I wanted to update you on the birdhouse gourd because we have a really fantastic one growing. It's so pretty. Look at it. I don't know if it's going to get bigger or if it might be done. The little tendril on it is not brown yet. See right there, the curly part next to it? It hasn't turned brown. So I think it still might get a little bit bigger. Oh, and look at this. Okay, so we have some more gourds up here. And you see these gourds that look kind of brown. They're kind of icky. What that means is that their flowers did not get pollinated. So they are not, unfortunately, going to grow into gourds for us. But on the plus side, we have lots more of them. And so hopefully some more of them will get pollinated. Look, I just found another one that's kind of a small one. But that one's definitely big enough to know that it was pollinated. And this one too, I think. They're bigger than the little tiny ones. So we can tell that those have been pollinated. Another thing, if you happen to come by here and you want to touch the leaves, remember we're going to use gentle hands whenever we touch anything in the garden. If you want to touch the leaf of the birdhouse gourd vine, it is really soft and fuzzy. It feels like felt. And I find that interesting because our other gourds, like our pumpkin vines, they're usually a little bit prickly. They're rough and they don't feel very nice to touch. But the birdhouse gourd ones feel really nice and soft. I thought that was interesting. A little difference there in their development. Okay, well, I think that's our overview of what's growing and who's visiting our vegetable garden for right now. And I'm going to go do a habitat garden video. I hope you're all having a great week, and remember to get outside, even if it's just a front lawn or a back lawn, or even if you just have a little patio. Be sure to get outside and enjoy nature and do some listening. What do you hear? What do you smell? Maybe you hear, I wonder if you could count how many different types of birds you hear. Because the different types of birds make different sounds, right? So that might be an interesting thing to do, just to enjoy some time outside and count how many different birds you hear. Or anything that you enjoy outside. Just be sure and get out and enjoy nature, okay? And I will talk to you again soon, friends.